Hi, my name is Mike Brabant, and it's my pleasure to be your host for the 23rd International Lineman's Rodeo. We gathered together here at Bonner Spring, Kansas, the best in the industry to showcase their talents and compete against each other for top prizes and awards, and what is recognized in the industry as the biggest and most exciting event in their calendar. This year we will see the first ever international team consisting of linesmen from Great Britain, Ireland, and of course across the USA. The format for this year's rodeo has changed slightly. The journeymen's class will include 2 mystery events along with the popular pole climb and hurt man rescue. The apprentices will have 5 completely different events to test their skill. In addition to their written test, pole climb, hurt man rescue, and CPR, they will also have the added challenge of a new mystery event. With over 1,000 linesmen competing, I can guarantee the action will be fast, the competition will be fierce, the judging will be tight, and all this from on top of a 40-foot pole. You've just got to see it to believe it. Larry, tell me, how did you guys come up with the idea of having an international team? Where did that idea transpire from?
Well, the English first started coming over back in like '98, and then Stuart here actually started coming over in 2000. We become good friends, and like Brandon, his team from Ireland first come over in 2002, and we come down here to this training facility and started practicing together and getting to know each other. We become real good friends, and last year we just sitting around talking about it, and we thought, you know, it'd be nice if all 3 of us from 3 different countries got a team together. And we talked about it and said, let's do it. And then we talked over the phone and internet and got some shirts made up. And here we are today.
And you make for a very safe and comfortable work platform.
Right.
And
So how does it work? Show me this.
well, you put 1 foot in. Tighten up the strap. Your 2nd foot in. And then before you step onto the pole, you'll have to belt off, because if you fall back on these, you'll break your ankles.
Gotcha.
So I'll belt off. I just step 1 foot over the other.
Great. Absolutely great. You find this is...
It's very comfortable for working on the pole. If you're on a pole for an hour or 2 hours, like, it's no problem.
You can stand up.
You can stand up there, yeah.
Stuart Musgrove from the UK, you've got a completely different setup here to what the Irish is. Could you take us through your setup here and how this is all according to what the regulations and legislation is in the UK?
These are the British regulations,
British,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
We've got the same standard harness as what Brendan's wearing.
Right.
What we wear, the spikes, same as what the Americans do.
Okay.
Slight difference again with the Americans, where they can still climb unattached. We've got to be attached to the pole at all times while we're climbing. And this is the equipment that we use in England. Works on the same principle. So if it were to slip, that would trap, and you wouldn't fall down the way. No way, no way.
The 3 of you, 3 different methods of climbing and everything. This is the first. You've been to rodeo many times before. This is the first time that you've ever worked with a team that you've never worked with before. What kind of challenges do you see that could cause you on the day?
Well, as far as challenges, like I said, or like our shirts say it, we're the 3 friends. The rodeo's all about safety, having a good time. And we're going to go out there and we're going to have a good time. We're going to do the best we can to represent our countries and represent ourselves as individuals, linemen. And it's all about safety, and we'll get by everything else.
And at the end of the day, really, in all honesty, the job you guys are doing is all the same thing, whether it's in one country or another country. It's the same thing, getting electricity online to the people that need it.
Yeah, basically whether it be climbers or the styles and things that we do, it all boils down to we get the lights on for everybody.
Brad Thomas, Gainesville Regional Utilities. You just came up and down this pole in something like about 55 seconds. Now, you were the winner of the Heartman Rescue last year for Journeyman. Give me an idea from your point of view what the secret is, what's behind this, because so many people try to copy the real fast guys. What goes through your mind from the time you walk up to the pole to the time you get to the top?
You really don't really get a chance to think about it a whole lot. You just kind of start out. You think about your first move, and from then on, more or less thinking about what you're going to do next more than you are what you're doing now. So
you do this every day of your life. Do you do any special preparations for these events? Do you spend any extra time practicing for it? Is there a possibility that maybe you see more poles than somebody else does?
I doubt it. We try to stick more to the events when we come to practice. Heartman is just something that industry-wide we kind of do anyway. So it's something that you do 2-3 times a year, even if you're not rodeoing. You know, all linemen practice Heartman, whether they're competing or not. So more or less, you know, we do spend some time on it. We feel like it's an important event, and we enjoy the event. So we do spend some time on it, but I wouldn't say no more than anybody else.
Okay, now let me ask you the other question is, what does it feel like to be the fastest guy? I mean, you know, you must be somebody's hero somewhere. You walk around like you got a big trophy last year. You're looking for something.
There's somebody out there that don't know no better. I may be a hero too, but it felt good to stand up in front of your peers and to accomplish something like that, you know. So I don't think it's anything anybody else couldn't do. It just happened to be our year that year. And
no, you're really modest about it, but I don't believe that. We were talking the other night, and we said there's a handful of guys in the whole world that can do this, and everybody wants to. When you get to the top and you put your harness around the pole, at that particular stage, is that the trickiest bit of it? What is the trickiest part of it?
Yeah, between tooling up and rigging, you know, actually from getting to the bottom to the top, like I said, it's something we do every day. Yeah, I'd say you're rigging the dummy, getting in the right spot so that you really ain't got to move. You know, once you get to your working position is pretty much the key to Heartman, in my opinion.
Okay, now the other thing is, you got no idea whatsoever what the time is like. Do you know you're doing good, or do you know, oh, this isn't going right? Or
yeah, you kind of practice it enough to where you know if you're, you know, off your marks or not. But the key is slow is fast. So, you know, sometimes the faster you go, the slower you end up. So sometimes it's the key just to slow down a little bit. And
rhythm, coordination, exactly. Focus, everything has to be perfect for it. Do you do any special training, like special foods or weightlifting or anything like that?
Might hit a watering hole the night before, but other than that, that's about it.
Super. And the other thing, of course, is we're all electrical workers, and it doesn't make any difference where you are in the world. The point is we're all trying the same thing, get the power on for the people in the quickest possible time.
Absolutely. Safety.
And they must be proud of you down in Gainesville.
I would hope so.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, Brad. The adrenaline rush of a speed climb up and down a 40-foot electrical pole isn't just about speed. It's about technique, fitness, coordination, and focus. To get a good start, a slick changeover at the top, and a descent down in the safest yet possible way, it all sounds too easy. I'll be putting these questions to Glenn James from Gainesville Regional Utilities to get his idea of the fastest ways up and down these monster poles at Bonner Springs.